In the small town of Danbury, Wisconsin, 12 people are preparing breakfast. But something much more is going on. If you listen carefully, you'll hear the sound that hope makes. This weekend, you'll meet Galen Scott, Taryn and Ryan, Lacey and Tony, Julie and Brad, Molly and Zach, Allie and Dan. Each couple has endured the heartbreak of losing a child. They've gathered here to honor their children.
To a great group of angels.
We heard about Face Lodge from our support group that we were going to in St. Paulette United Hospital.
For us, our weekend here, we have 2 children at home. It was huge because we were grieving at home, but this was like a weekend to get away and actually it just be about our baby and the loss of our baby.
I remember we were walking in here the first night and everybody was around the fireplace. And we were pretty late arrivals and we sat down, and in a matter of a couple minutes we just felt super comfortable, and then the next thing you know you're in the kitchen and you're talking to somebody from Wisconsin, and then you're in the craft room talking to somebody else, and you're each sharing parts of your story, and it's good for you. It's good to talk.
For a long time I felt bad to laugh because I was sad, and I should have been sad, and I should have been crying, and that's what I thought other people wanted me to be like. My favorite thing was when we walked in the door and we were greeted as not Taryn and Ryan, but as Ella's parents. I was like, that's right, I am Ella's mom, he is Ella's dad, and we're not just Taryn and Ryan, we have that part of us now. And when we were greeted that way when we first walked in the door, I was like, this is perfect. This is exactly what we needed. We need to be her parents for a weekend and not just be Taryn and Ryan. So it's beautiful.
Gone through a lot of different things to try and find some sense to make of all of it. I think that Face Lodge has been an instrumental part of our healing process. One of the things that has also been helpful for me has been archery. I never really thought that I would see myself as shooting a bow and arrow, but surprisingly, it's been an incredibly healing and therapeutic outlet for me. It allows me to just block everything else out during the day and just focus on making the shot and getting better and constant improvement and just showing Jace what his daddy can do and just kind of spend that time with him.
For the first few months anyway, I was pretty resistant to coming because the brochures that I had read and everything, talked about doing projects and painting rocks, and I saw the pictures of the rocks in the woods, and I didn't feel like that would be helpful for me. I'm all about talking with other people about your experience and believe that shared experiences, are what connect you and kind of pull you through and things like that. But quite honestly, I thought some of those projects were kind of cheesy, and like a rock or a birdhouse is not going to be where I find solace in losing my daughter. I think what it is something solid and tangible that you can come back to and know that your child exists here, and your child will be noticed because the people that come here notice.
I'd have to say that I was a little nervous to come up here. I wasn't sure what to expect. If people would have similar stories to ours, if we'd be dealing with a lot of therapists or having to speak in groups. I was just nervous. We walked into a group discussion of how the other folks had lost their children. I felt a part of something.
You came to Faith Lodge and people started saying things that you had been thinking, yet at the same time you felt alone thinking those things. And when I came up here, it just confirmed that I had friends.
So we've heard about Faith Lodge through friends of ours who lost a baby a year before we did. When we were on our way up here, we were driving, our friends had told us a little bit about it, but we still didn't really know a whole lot about what to expect or what we were really going to do here, and we were really uneasy.
We met 7 other families who we share a common bond with and who we've healed with and who we've grown with, and you can't put a price or a value on that. We're all the parents of angels, and it is comforting to know that maybe them being so close here and all of us doing this here, that they're close up there, and we find a lot of comfort in that, and it's all generated by Faith Lodge. The end of your weekend, I think, here sums up your whole time here. You almost think it's not long enough, but
Clearly we can't all live in this lodge together forever.
Yeah.
It's easy
but
to
leaving the lodge, I know I felt that I was a little bit further down the road and ready to kind of go down that path in the real world. I mean, granted, would love to do everything here, but because I know this place and in this place and in the woods that surround this place and the serenity that surrounds this place, there's always going to be a big part of my daughter here, and we find a lot of comfort in that, and it's going to be hard to leave again. And we just greatly look forward to coming back, and we also greatly look forward to knowing that other families can come and hopefully find a little bit of light of hope in their grief and in their loss. And I just hope that it helps them down the road as it's helped us.
This is what it means to be held, how it feels when the sacred is torn from your life and you survive. This is what it is to be loved and to know that the promise was when everything fell, we'd be This is what it means to be held.
You now know firsthand the healing powers of Faith Lodge. It's the only nonprofit of its kind to offer parents and families facing the serious illness or death of a child a place to retreat. And Faith Lodge is committed to providing these services almost free of cost. Now we ask for your help. Please help pay it forward by making a donation to Faith Lodge or by sharing this video with one person who would support the mission of Faith Lodge.